Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. Welcome to the diagnostic presentation on DTC P0116, which indicates an engine coolant temperature, ECT sensor 1, circuit range or performance problem for the Honda Accord models from 2012 to 2017. The Powertrain Control Module, PCM, plays a crucial role by supplying approximately 5 volts to the ECT sensor through a pull-up resistor. The ECT sensor is responsible for monitoring the temperature of the engine coolant, helping manage the engine's performance and efficiency. This sensor is typically located near the thermostat housing on the engine block, providing critical temperature data to the PCM. If the PCM does not receive a proper voltage signal from the ECT sensor, it will store this error code, indicating a malfunction that can affect engine operation. Today's guide will walk you through detailed troubleshooting steps to resolve this issue effectively. The DTC P0116 error relates specifically to the ECT sensor, a vital component that monitors the temperature of the engine coolant. The PCM depends on accurate data from the ECT sensor to regulate the engine's fuel injection and ignition timing, optimizing performance and efficiency. This sensor is located near the thermostat on the engine, where it can accurately assess coolant temperatures. A malfunction can be triggered when the ECT sensor fails to provide a voltage signal that exceeds a defined threshold after the engine has operated for a designated time. In essence, if the ECT sensor's output voltage does not align with the expected temperature range, this signals to the PCM that there is a problem, prompting the storage of DTC P0116. This can result in poor engine performance, increased emissions, and possibly trigger a check engine light. Several potential causes could lead to the setting of DTC P0116. The most likely cause is failure of the ECT sensor itself, which can occur due to internal issues or wear over time. If the sensor is malfunctioning, it may not accurately report the coolant temperature, causing the PCM to detect a range or performance problem. Additionally, wiring issues can also lead to this DTC being set. Damaged, frayed, or corroded wires leading to the ECT sensor can disrupt the flow of signals between the sensor and the PCM. Lastly, a malfunction within the PCM itself is another potential cause, though this is less common. Proper diagnosis is crucial to ensure that the root cause is identified and addressed correctly. When DTC P0116 is triggered, several symptoms may manifest in the vehicle's operation. One of the most noticeable signs is the illumination of the check engine light, CEL, on the dashboard, which serves as a warning to the driver that a fault has been detected. Alongside this, drivers may experience poor engine performance, particularly during acceleration or while the vehicle is under load. This can manifest as hesitation, stalling, or a lack of power due to improper fuel mixture resulting from incorrect temperature readings. Furthermore, increased emissions may also be observed, which can affect the vehicle's compliance with emissions regulations. These symptoms not only affect drivability, but could also result in costly repairs if the underlying issue is not resolved in a timely manner. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0116 is to ensure that the engine is completely cooled, meaning it should have been off for at least 6 hours. This ensures accurate temperature readings when the diagnosis begins. Start the engine and let it idle for at least 30 minutes, or drive the vehicle for a minimum of 4 miles. This allows the PCM to gather the necessary data regarding the ECT sensor's output as the engine warms up. It is important during this phase that the vehicle operates under conditions that do not interrupt data collection, such as avoiding fuel cutoff operations. After this period, you should proceed to the next part of the procedure, while keeping an eye on the PCM data for any abnormalities. After allowing sufficient time for the initial testing phase, the next step involves turning the ignition key to the lock position or pressing the engine start-stop button to transition the engine to the off mode. It is crucial to wait for at least 10 seconds before starting the engine again. This pause ensures that the PCM can reset its monitoring cycles and clear temporary fault codes if necessary. After the brief wait, restart the engine and allow it to idle for at least 10 seconds to collect fresh data on the ECT sensor's response. Close attention should be paid to whether the check engine light re-illuminates or any other symptoms are present, as this will guide you in confirming the effectiveness of the troubleshooting steps taken so far. Once repairs have been made, the final step is to verify that the issue has been resolved. Monitor for the reappearance of DTC P0116 by running the vehicle through several driving cycles under normal operating conditions. If the DTC does not return after 3 consecutive trips, it indicates that the issue has been successfully resolved. Additionally, it's important to check that no other active diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, are affecting vehicle performance, as these could mask underlying problems. Observing smooth engine behavior and appropriate coolant temperature readings on the gauge will further affirm the effectiveness of the corrections performed. To prevent future occurrences of DTC P0116, regular maintenance of the ECT sensor and the entire cooling system is essential. It is advisable to routinely inspect the ECT sensor for signs of wear or damage, and to check the wiring harness for any frayed or corroded connections. Implementing regular coolant system flushes and ensuring proper coolant levels can help maintain optimal engine temperatures. Additionally, monitoring engine temperature readings through onboard diagnostics or a temperature gauge can alert you to premature failures. Establishing a maintenance schedule that includes these checks will contribute to the longevity of both the ECT sensor and the vehicle's overall performance. In conclusion, addressing DTC P0116 effectively involves understanding the role of the engine coolant temperature sensor and ensuring proper troubleshooting procedures are followed. The significance of the sensor in managing engine performance cannot be overstated, as it affects fuel efficiency and emissions. Key points include recognizing the error symptoms, conducting thorough diagnostic checks, and following the provided troubleshooting steps to resolve the issue. After repairs, ongoing monitoring will ensure that the problem does not recur, allowing for a smoother driving experience. Ultimately, accurate diagnosis coupled with preventive maintenance will safeguard against similar issues in the future, ensuring the longevity and reliability of your Honda Accord. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.